Hey, good morning. It's Saturday, June 20th, and this is your energy for the week for Sunday, the 21st through next Saturday, the 27th. First, I wanted to say really quickly, I had said in a video, I think I recorded it on May 16th. It was that energy for the week video that the June timeframe, I had gotten the understanding of we might see news about Mitch McConnell, and it was reported last Sunday, the 14th, I think it was, that he has been hospitalized. Last night, I just glanced real quick. Last I checked, I think he's still there. But just wanted to mention that. And I thought, wasn't he just there? But it actually was all the way back in February. How we got that far, I don't know. I swore it was like that it just happened. But anyway, for this week, the main thing that came up was, and it kind of presented in several different ways. It was steady state all the way through the week. It almost looked like a flat line all the way through the week. But the second way that because it didn't feel normal and comfortable in steady state when I was getting that visual. The second way it came up was almost half visual, half understanding of almost like you're watching a movie scene where somebody is walking down, it looks like a school hallway, walking down a school hallway, like flat affect, just staring off into the distance and slow paced, slow motion. And everything around that person is doing this. The people are going fast and they're like yelling and flustered. I'm going to say that the entirety of it together is giving the impression of not as if we aren't already inundated with ridiculous news and information, but that, but my goodness, maybe there's a lot. I don't know how we can get to a level of a lot more than we're already getting. But it had that feel to the energy through the entire week. Like it literally just flatlined all the way through until next Saturday. So with that, I want to give the advice that if you find that that's the way it's feeling, whether it's news, whether it's your own personal life, whether it's just the energy that you're feeling in the week in general, again, do things that will bring you into the present moment. Really I actually just read something this morning and I can't remember where I read or saw this, that like if you put your hand flat on a surface and just trace your hand, the outline of your hand, it can kind of like help settle anxiety. God, I wish I could say the source that I found that this morning. I don't remember. I think I may have been reading something. Do things that will bring you into the present moment, that will help you find joy. Shut down the news if you're a person who seeks it out. And, you know, the way that I tend to get it is that like I go to a trusted news source and I kind of like scroll just to kind of see like the highlights of things. Somewhere that isn't sensationalized within like headlines or taglines or something, that's just purely here's what's happening. And then I go, okay, I'm all caught up. So, and I only do that when I already know that I'm in a steady state and capable of doing that. One other thing that popped up, and again, this is one of those, I don't know if this means this week or just sometime in the not too distant future. It was the sense and understanding of hearing it reported that there are like naval ships in a particular formation. There was something about the placement or the formation of them that seemed highlighted. Whether that means, you know, it's a strange formation or whether it's like a very purposefully crafted formation, I don't know. I couldn't quite get into that. So, you know, our deal, the art of that deal, just totally not following through, it seems, yet again. Surprise, surprise. So does that mean the Strait? I don't know. I can't say that I got real, but I mean, that's the first my logical mind went to after I had kind of sat through the information coming in for that. So anyway, yeah, naval ships in a particular formation being reported. I think I have other things. Oh, yes. For anyone who's on the side of TikTok, which, you know, I'm in the spiritual community here, so I see a lot of that information about the prediction that the soccer game on Wednesday the 24th will be a massive disclosure event. As soon as I heard that news, my brain went, no, it won't. File that under things that aren't going to happen. But I decided I'd go ahead and sit in meditation with it. And guess what? I still get nothing. I get absolutely nothing. I'm willing to be wrong. I would love for them to come. I know that they're already here. But, coming over that stadium and picking up 700 people, if you guys have seen or heard about that, I personally get a big fat goose egg around that. And then I said, is there anything I can know? And I'm going to just go ahead and put this out there because after I came out of meditation, I tried to search to see if I could find anything about the color green. Because what happened was the understanding of the color green and a feeling of celebration around it. I went and looked up their uniforms that are playing in Miami on the 24th, and their uniforms are not green. Neither one of them. So I don't know what that means. I'm willing to be wrong. I don't know. I'm just telling you how things are coming in. And then I thought, watch it like people be watching it on TV and like a helicopter with its lights fly by and they start to freak out and panic and it turns out to be a helicopter or something. So, yeah, I'm just going to say that. I see absolutely nothing myself personally. It's either not going to happen or it's not meant for me to know. The only other thing that I wanted to mention was last week I had also said that somewhere around the understanding of Thursday in the week, I started to feel really uncomfortable. Like my stomach felt clenchy and upset, and I had like a lump in my throat with nausea. And I went and looked that up this morning to remind myself, was there anything that came up? And it looks like on Thursday the 18th, at least the articles that I was finding, and even like FDA website, maybe CDC website, I don't remember which one, had mentioned that there was a huge expansion of a food recall for listeria. And I think if it's the same one, I had seen articles talking about there were like 17 affected. I don't know if that was 17 passings or 17 reported. I don't recall what I saw. So I think that's what that was related to, was listeria outbreak from a food recall that was expanded on the 18th, as far as I could find this morning. So let me know how you're doing. Honestly, today, I had a really rough night sleeping. I feel puffy. I feel uncomfortable. I have some tension headache. The energy just feels sort of dense and heavy to me today. So I hope you guys are feeling okay and you're doing all right. Let me know how you are. Let me know what's going on with you. And we'll talk soon.